Drowned inside the lake outside the way you go. And this I know. I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. Name in the grab bags, put my Bible in the trunk. Taco vodka on the top of my binocular, I'm drunk. How can I make them popular? Pop 'em when I want. See, I'm living with anxiety, ducking that sobriety. Fucking up the system, I ain't fucking with society. Justice ain't free, that's what justice ain't me. So I justify his name on the obituary.
Jonald here. My life is falling apart. I lost my job, my stock portfolio isn't going so hot, and my wife left me for my son. Don't ask. So why not increase the pain by doing my first soul level 1 run in Elden Ring? No summons, no player help, and no leveling. You're gonna see that I'm not good at this game. I'm a person that comments, if it's in the game, just use it. But the feeling I've received after beating a boss with the equivalent of a wooden dildo while wearing a diaper was something close to happiness. Or it was the brain tumor. Quick background. I love Souls games. The first half of Dark Souls 1 is one of my top 10 favorite games. But putting abstract conditions on playing a video game is something I've never done. Because to me, it's like asking a professional diver what their favorite swimming technique is, and they say, I hate swimming. To prepare for this run, I've developed a highly scientific 5-step process. Step 1, create my character. Step 2, collect footage. Step 3, enhance that footage so it looks like I know what I'm doing. Step 4, spiral into existential despair when you realize you've mashed together 3 different YouTubers' editing styles and convinced yourself it was original. Which it wasn't. Step 5, have fun. Now let's start the CBT. We arrive at the character creation screen where most people create abhorrent abominations that are crimes against God. I'm just going to use the base character and name him Pain, which is exactly what I'm expecting to feel for the next week as I record this. I've run to multiple locations to gather upgrade materials, weapons, and talismans that can support my totally amazing and meta build. I decided to get the parrying dagger and a dagger to make myself feel like a proper Chad, parrying bosses. I make quick work of Margit, just as he made quick work of me. Proceed to Stormville, grabbing the
Miséricorde.
I make my way to Godrick, and as I fight him, I go to parry him and die. I think, maybe my timing was off. Let's try again. I try again and die even harder. In a panic, I Google which bosses I can parry. Godrick isn't one of them. And just like that, my entire build collapses, along with my mental stability. I spiral into a chain-smoking stress episode as I realize my only plan for hope and feeling cool was a flicker of false hope. I began to pace around my room in a daze thinking of what to do next, then it happened. I realized I can use the coward's way out.
Coward. We have a new world to conquer. You make me sick.
Leave me alone, please.
Hiding in the shadows. Hiding from who you truly are.
Oh.
After Godrick crushed my dick into paste, I finally won. After circumcising him, the reward for the victory? Liurnia. Land where everything shoots magic, everything is wet, and everything wants me dead for daring to exist. I, too, want myself dead for existing. Truly, this is the next stage for psychological treatment. I scour the swamp, grabbing upgrade materials like a homeless man collecting cans to pay for his heroin for the day, while dodging lobsters shooting laser beams at me. After running through the crustacean nation, I find myself teleporting to the front gate of the College of Winterhold. I quickly run through the college and get to him. This creature, this mutt, this fucking felon of a boss fight. Yes, it's a dog, and yes, the veterinarian decided to put me down. For some odd reason, the Red Wolf of Radagon is a bane of my existence. My mind reverted to the amoeba crawling from the primordial froth of life, screaming to God, "Why? Why can't I beat this dog with a college degree? And no, I can't parry this one either, which means everything I've ever built is a failure." This fight caused more brain damage to me than my 5 previous relationships. They were fighters. I was a lover.
Yo guys, it's me, Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into Saiyan?
With the dog put down and my sins multiplying, I run up the massive staircase, you know, the one with bowling balls of death rolling down it, and pick a fight with a very well-dressed homeless man. I die instantly. At attempt 2, I sprint past him to the elevator. He follows me and kills me again.
Can't make it. The shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door!
Fantastic. I decide to cheese him like a rat experiencing fondue for the first time. And end up getting fucked. I go up the elevator and enter Rennala's boss room. I tear apart some children, beat up Rennala like she owes me rent, and somehow die to a child shooting fire at me. New low. Round 2, Rennala's at half health. Then a chandelier drops on me and deletes me instantly. Fantastic. Another first. At this point, I decide to build something resembling a plan. I grab the second half of the Dectus medallion at Fort Hot, ride up to Altus, snag the Raven Coat for jumping damage, then grab the Claw Talisman from Stormveil to stat that bonus. I pick up a ball bearing to buy upgrade materials and pump my mace to +7. I go back to Rennala, begin the fight, and somehow make it to phase 2. And I die. But I've made plenty of progress, so that just means I got it the next time. Get her to half health, and she summons a dragon. Stagger her, go for their cost, and then something I've never seen happens. The dragon stays active. She summons wolves. She's at 10%. I panic, turn my camera, and lock onto the dragon's head 60 feet in the sky while the wolves tear me apart. Beautiful. Amazing. Fan-fucking-tastic. New step. Curl up, try not to cry, cry a lot. There comes a time in every man's life where he realizes, maybe I've just hit Unk status. I beat Dark Souls 1 on an Xbox controller that barely survived the trauma. And now? Instead of destroying my hardware, I cope in a more mature way, by drinking heavily. So begrudgingly, I put my claws back on, and to make it worse, I equipped the second one that we found in the Sage's Goon Cave. I returned to Rennala and turned the fight into a complete joke, brutalizing her like Radagon did to their marriage. Remember when I said step 3 was editing? I lied. It's research. Something I clearly should have done before repeatedly slamming my skull into a brick like a caveman, hoping one of us breaks. So I asked the question, how many bosses can I parry? The amount of bosses that are parryable are 67. The amount of bosses in the Elden Ring in its entirety, plus the DLC, is 200. Main bosses required for the base game is 32, but more sources say 16. Among those parryable is 11. So in grand total, out of 200, 5%. 5%. My life is in shambles. My wife is gone, my build is dead, and I'm using claws like I'm auditioning for the Furry Olympics. It's fine. Everything's fine. Probably. Damage will almost always one-shot me anyway, so I might as well lean into the stupidity. Radagon Sword Seal? Perfect. More damage taken? Who cares? I'm built like wet paper regardless. Now let's look at armor synergy. The Rakshasa set. 2% damage for each piece at the cost of 2% damage taken. Alright, now we're cooking. Fire Knight Helm, more HP, stamina, and equip load. Chat, I'm fucking cooking. The only problem? I need to kill Moog and reach the DLC. Can Moog be parried? No. Stop asking. None of the things I want to parry are parryable. Alimony? Not parryable. STDs? Not parryable. I got both. After killing 2 main bosses, I realized the truth. Elden Ring at level 1 is a psychological evaluation disguised as a video game. You struggle for hours, finally kill something, and experience brief glimpses of joy, hope, pride, just emotions I haven't felt since 2009. And then the next boss immediately crushes all of that and reminds you that you will be absolutely institutionalized by the end of this journey. Don't worry, I'll be your bunkmate. And I'm hungry. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again, preferably before the straitjacket goes on.